republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for coming, everyone. The board met in executive session prior to the meeting to discuss personnel and student matters. No official action was taken during that session. We're going to move right into the public comment. Chair to recognize a resident or taxpayer of the Sarah Area School District wishing to address the board about title programming or any other matter of concern or interest properly raised in a public session. Please give your name, address, and the subject of the content you will be addressing. It is requested that comments be kept to 3 minutes. Moreover, please note that the comments relative to private student or employee matters should be directed to the superintendent outside of the meeting. Is there anyone from the public who would like to address the board at this time? Beautiful. We do have a special presentation tonight. This evening's special presentation will be given by members of the Drama Club. They will be sharing information about their upcoming performance of Freaky Friday. Performances are scheduled for March 27th through the 29th, so please join them for some outstanding entertainment.
Is house now?
It's,
Awesome.
you're up.
While we are getting set up here, I will just do a little bit of talking and then we'll get right into it. Hello, I'm Miss Taylor Wenzel. I direct the musicals here and I teach choir and all sorts of general music. So these are a couple of drama club students who are in the musical this year, Freaky Friday. If you're not familiar with the plot of Freaky Friday, you can sit down. If you're not familiar with the plot of Freaky Friday, it is similar to the movie Freaky Friday and Freakier Friday, the sequel that just came out, but it's not exactly the same. So basically, what you need to know is Ellie, who is Abby right here, and Catherine, who is Kelsey right here, they magically switch bodies. They're a mother and daughter, and they magically switch bodies in the beginning. This scene takes place after they've already switched, so if there's a little weirdness, that's why. This scene is in a mandatory parent-teacher conference in which we find out that Ellie might not be so honest as we think she is, and might not be doing so well in school as we think she is. So, go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Hello, I'm Grace Russo. I'm a 10th grader and I play Dr. Aaron, which is the counselor, Pastor Bruno, and the science teacher.
I'm Abby Kinsman. I play Ellie Blake.
What grade are you in?
Oh, 11th grade, sorry. My name is Kelsey Denico. I'm a senior and I play Catherine Blake. I'm Caroline Moore. I'm in 8th grade and I play Danielle, which is a magazine director, and Mrs. Luckenbill, a ELA teacher.
I'm Muna Gamar. I am in 10th grade and I play Senior O'Brien, Grandpa Gordon, and Officer Sitz.
And I know it was already announced, but just in case, in case you missed it, the dates of the show are this month, March 27th, 28th, and 29th. They are at 7, 7, and 2 o'clock. We're doing a Sunday matinee. Tickets can be found online or in person at the door. All right, we'll get started. Whenever you're ready.
Hello. Oh, Dr. Aaron. Hey.
Have we met?
No, I just know you by reputation. She's a school counselor.
Yes, I know. I go here.
Right. Catherine Blake getting married tomorrow. So much to do, so maybe we keep this short.
This is Mrs. Luckenbill. She teaches literature.
Scarlet Letter, real page turner.
And Senior O'Brien, our Spanish teacher.
Buenos tardes.
I've been looking over Ellie's test scores.
She never tested well,
Because I don't study.
or the tests are too hard. Agree to disagree.
I've also seen her conduct reports.
I think she's a pretty great kid.
I could do better.
She's been absent from my class 17 times this year.
What?
What?
No, she hasn't, have I?
Look at her play the innocent.
Ellie, how do you feel about what Senior O'Brien just said?
Shocked and angry. Angry at myself.
Angry, yes. The Aldenbach assessment, the adaptive behavior scale, the Beck anxiety inventory. All these tests tell me angry.
I don't think. Those tests are stupid.
Miss Blake, if Ellie continues to treat her classes like a Las Vegas buffet, she may not graduate from this school.
Great. That's just great.
Sometimes I like to role play. Ellie, you pretend to be your mother. Catherine, you be Ellie. Let's talk.
No. I can tell you what's wrong. I infantilize my daughter. I'm controlling. I'm a pill. I micromanage. I'm all up in her grill.
It's called parenting.
I demand that she be perfect. All that pressure, all that fuss. I'm a parenting disaster. Don't you think so? Let's discuss.
Forgive my darling mother and forget anything she said. Put the blame where it belongs now, squarely on my head. I'm reckless and I'm feckless. I go and get tattoos.
I think it's called a tramp stamp. I can show you if you
No! At least you can smoke like me. I smoke!
My thoughts are much too numerous to name.
It's awful to admit, but that's the game.
Somebody has got to take.
Somebody has got to take.
Somebody has got to take the blame.
Aha! It's a single parent family, so you won't heart filled with rage.
Her development arrested at the pre-legal stage.
Or it could be ADHD, ADD, or STDs. I suggest that you try Ritalin and yoga and soy cheese.
Soy
This
cheese.
is asinine.
She's functionally unpunctual. She's raucous and she's rude.
Excuse me, es me, he ha, so per der latitude. She's intelligent. You hear that?
But unfocused, barely there.
I think she smokes the ganja.
She does not.
I don't.
I swear.
She's wasting her potential just the same.
It's not her fault that she's too bright to tame. But somebody has got to take. Somebody has got to take. Somebody has got to take the enough with all the blaming and the shaming.
Well-
No, you hush. The analyzing and the saying about a mush. I'm a teacher and she's preacher, so the failure here is mine. She's smart and she's articulate. Her heart and mind are fine. And all this from her words in this crusade. No one thought to check her file. You see, she struggled for a while. Since the 7th grade.
We hear Dad passed away.
He died. You say died.
Oh, honey, I've been thoughtless and for years. I never thought your anger stood for tears. It's clear to me I have to take the.
Listen, do we have to do this now? I'd rather not discuss it anyhow. It's high school counselor BS all the same. 'Cause nobody has got to take the blame.
I don't want to talk about it. You don't have to. Let's wrap this up. Dr. Aaron, I appreciate all the feedback. From now on, I'm going to be really good.
Your class sounds really boring.
But somebody has got to take the
Oh, panic heaven.
8 years until retirement.
show this end of this March at the 27th, 28th, and 29th, 7, 7, and 2. Come see us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mrs. Wenzel, how many students are in your class this year?
I think 37. Cast?
Oh, well, you know.
Well, okay, everybody, I think 37. Cast specifically, I think it's 33. Somewhere in that range. Pretty good numbers.
Right.
They're all hard workers.
Right.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We are.
Had to throw that one in there, huh? Thank you, everyone, I appreciate it. We are going to move right into our consent agenda. First is the minutes. Recommend the board approve the minutes as presented. Number 3, instruction, field trips. Motion to approve the list of field trips as presented. Letter B, conference requests. Motion to approve the conference request as presented. Letter C, K through 12 school counseling guidance plan. Motion to approve the K through 12 school counseling guidance plan during the 2026 through 2030 school years as presented. District volunteers. Motion to approve the district volunteers as presented. Letter E, new scholarship. Motion to approve the addition of a new scholarship beginning in the 25-26 school year. This scholarship, titled One Tribe, Aim High, Health Careers Award, will be given during the Senior Awards Program to one male and one female who are entering a health-related field, completed the application by the due date, and completed an essay. How will you aim high in the health field you've chosen? Each scholarship winner will receive $2,500. This award will continue for the next 10 years or until funds have run out. Number 4, letter A, the treasurer's report. Motion to approve the treasurer's report is presented. Letter B, Berkheimer Act 32. Motion to approve Berkheimer Act 32 tax report is presented. Transfers. Motion to approve the transfer for January as presented. Letter D, 2026-2027 Blast IU 17 proposed budget. Motion to approve the 2026-2027 Blast IU 17 proposed budget as presented. Letter E, the new recreation student activity. Motion to approve a new SARE recreation student activity, the Board Game Club at H. Austin Snyder Elementary School. Letter F, public school facility improvement grant. Motion to approve the official resolution requesting a public school facility improvement grant of $1,717,857. There should be a period, just to be clear. To be used for roof repairs, roof replacement, as well as health and safety upgrades as presented. Number 5, athletics and recreation. Letter A, coaching and volunteer staff. Motion to approve the athletics, recreation, coaching, and volunteer staff as presented. Number 6, personnel employment. Motion to approve the district personnel request as presented. Letter B, CODA, temporary part-time certified occupational therapy assistant. Motion to approve Kelly Hodge as a CODA, temporary part-time certified occupational therapy assistant, retroactive from March 9th, 2026 to March 30th, 2026 at the rate of $38 per hour. Do we have a motion and a second on the consent agenda items?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Okay, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Is anyone opposed? All right, on to roll call items. Motion to approve the bills as presented. Can I have a motion and a second to approve the bills?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments? Mrs. Lucheko, you're up.
We'll begin with Mrs. Agnew. Yes, except I abstain on number 1, please. Mr. Cole?
Yes.
Mr. Hickey?
Yes.
Mrs. Kmetz?
Yes.
Mr. Castrini?
Yes.
Mr. Rich?
Yes.
Mr. Shaw?
Yes.
Mr. Skirka?
Yes.
Mrs. White?
Yes. All right, number 8, reports, high school principals report. Mrs. Ely, you're up first.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to make mention that there was some information sent out last week to parents here at the high school about upcoming dates for the PSSA exams. And there's some information on our website as well if folks want to take a look at that. believe it or not, they will be starting next month. I wanted to say congratulations to our February Artist of the Month, Grace Korn. I also wanted to mention that Mrs. Schreiber and I took a group of students from our Friends of Rachel Club to a conference last Thursday where we heard lots of messages of kindness and inspiration. We came back with a lot of really good ideas on how to infuse positivity, care for one another, and have a little bit of fun back into our high school building. So that was really a good conference for us to attend. And the only other thing I wanted to mention was that next Friday, the 27th, is a professional development day for staff, so students will not have class that day. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Mrs. Ely. Mr. Handrick?
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Maybe, there we go. So we've worked on, our admin team has worked on started back in December with some surveys to survey all of our stakeholders. Some of you have probably seen it. Hopefully one or two of you may have even completed it as a parent. So we administer it at the elementary school with 3rd and 6th graders. I feel like this thing's gonna repeat on me at any second, so I apologize. And high school students, we did teachers by building, parents, and support staff. So we tried to capture every stakeholder group. At Snyder, we had 184 students complete it, 199 here at the high school, and 129 parents completed it, which we felt was a pretty good representation. I'm not going to give you the whole survey because each of them are roughly 20, well 15 at the elementary too, about 25 slides. So we just wanted to pull some information out that we thought you guys would want to see. Welcome and belonging at Snyder. When Trish and I did our report or our presentation down at PDE, a sense of belonging is one of the key factors in if a student's going to be successful and if they're going to complete school. And so at the elementary school, 72%, sorry, this is a little hard to see.
Almost.
I almost did it. For the student ones, green and yellow are better. That's always or most of the time at the elementary school. Okay?
And then, are there associated comments? Or is it just answers to those
Are there associated what?
comments? Or is it just answers to these?
Not for yes, student ones, but not, it's further down. We did ask some open-ended questions.
Okay, but not like, help us understand why you don't feel belonging, for example.
Correct. Not,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And keep in mind, this is just 3rd to 6th grade.
Yeah, got
So
it.
here, again, about 3/4 feel welcome most of the time or always. Sense of safety, or I'm sorry, another important thing, at least one adult that I can trust, and you can see the always is almost 75%, and we're up to about 88% when you add in most of the time. All right, so these are pretty positive with how the kids feel about coming to school. Safety in the classroom, again, over 90%, and there's only a tiny, unfortunately, that's never, so pretty positive.
Sorry for bugging you. Are there benchmarks? Are there any associated benchmarks with these types of questions where we think they should be?
Well, obviously, I'd want everybody to be
Well,
home.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
more along the lines of, I just asked a question, right, typically, if other school districts do this, for example, is there any?
I did not compare our results to
Okay.
other schools.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we picked questions and developed some questions from a number of different sources from different surveys. And I feel like when we get into this and we talk as an admin team, the bully term is thrown around a lot. So like some of the questions we tried to ask very creatively to not just I know what to do if I see somebody being bullied. All right, I wanted to not just say I've been bullied or I haven't. And so in this case, again, the green and yellow, over 80%. So pretty happy with that. Do we have work to do? Sure, we always do. Okay, same questions, but a little bit different at the high school. Strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree. And again, good feeling of welcome. These were higher than I actually thought they would be, okay? Go ahead. Feel like I belong. Again, it's over 80%, which I think is pretty good, especially with teenagers when they're sometimes struggling with where do I fit in? That's where that sense of belonging really becomes important. At least one adult in the school that I can trust and go to if I need something. Green and yellow. Again, close to 90%. Safety in the classroom, close to 90%. So again, pretty good. And obviously, they're teenagers, so sometimes things can change on a whim or on in an instant. So, we recognize that. Bullying is not a big problem at my school. In this case, the blue and red strongly disagree and disagree are a little bit troubling. And we have, that's one reason why, we're trying to, the Friends of Rachel Club and some other things. Some of this data is pretty new to us. We just got it in February because I felt like every time we went to do this survey, Mike called a snow day. Or a 2-hour delay, but it was a little delayed, but that's all right. Students respect others' personal boundaries. And again, Donnie, like you said, this is one I'd want to jump in more because to me, this speaks to some online behavior. The school has a positive atmosphere. We're about 50%. Right there. Students at the school support each other. Over 50%, 54% roughly. We also surveyed the teachers. Curriculum that I need for my class. Before I go into the teachers, we did change the adult surveys a little bit. You have to read them carefully because we flip the order sometimes so that somebody couldn't go through and click. Thank you, Mr. Claypool. He's not here today, but that was his suggestion to the team, and I do think it probably slowed somebody down, so you just couldn't click disagree. So I have the curriculum I need, strongly agree and agree. I'm not sure how you're neutral. You either have it or you don't, but that's sense of belonging for teachers. We wanted to assess this because of obviously retention and education is a big issue right now. And strongly agree, neutral. Almost nobody disagreed and nobody strongly disagreed.
You can eliminate neutral if you so desire.
I could, yeah. I'd force somebody to pick, yep. And then the teachers had a choice to, their biggest challenge, they could also write some in. Time workload, student behavior and discipline, instructional demands, communication, personal well-being. This one we're working on already with our, I don't want to steal your report, but PBIS training and revamping that team. We've talked about that, I think, at this level before, so that we're working on. High school teachers, positive and respectful staff culture, 95%, actually 96 almost. And again, no strong disagrees. So thought that was pretty telling.
Neutral. There was no neutral there.
No. Sense of belonging, again, is well over 50%. Not quite, I'd say 65 there. Biggest challenge for high school teachers, time workload, student behavior. I don't know if you can see these 4 and 2. Communication, personal well-being, showed up again. Parents. So again, and we sent this via email. We also put it on our Facebook page. We didn't have a way to really make sure it was only parents, so a community member could have filled it out if they wanted. You could only fill it out one time. But my child feels safe at school. Strongly agree and agree. again, over 75%, which is pretty good, we felt. My child's teacher helps my child learn and develop, over 75% again. So I thought that was a pretty positive viewpoint from the parents. I'm satisfied with my child's academic experience at school. And this one I have to flip on because I flipped it. Mostly agree and agree is 50%, and so you're at 66% there. The extracurricular offerings meet my child's needs. You're at 57% and 24, almost 25% neutral. Our communication as a school, are we effective? And you can see it's just under 75%. We also did the support staff. I don't know if I mentioned that stakeholder group at the beginning of the year, or beginning of the presentation. Mostly agree and agree. Neutral as far as feeling valued for the work that they do. But then on the next slide, they feel respected. I just thought that was a little bit of a dichotomy. Agree and strongly agree. So they feel respected, but they're not sure about the value, I guess. I don't know. Those two were a little bit, still good. Obviously just a short snippet of what we put together. And we will build some plans. Like I said, we were already working towards the PBIS team and improving that along with this, and this just kind of gave us some more data to realize that was something we should continue to work on.
So
Go ahead.
plans going forward, is this with the stakeholders? Do you plan to share it with the stakeholders? Get feedback from the stakeholders?
Definitely with the teachers and support staff, we're gonna share the results with them. Also, take a look at some of the things that he mentioned tonight to see what we can do better in school as well. And I think when we do it again next year, we'll take out that neutral piece too.
Yeah. And I do think, you don't always get comments, but I would offer a comment under each question because I think it helps dig into the thought process on why don't I feel that I belong, for example. And it may or may not, you never know. Surveys are sometimes difficult, but it offers the opportunity to say, is there a common thread that led to that answer? That's
Yeah,
all.
the open-ended, there definitely are some threads.
Yeah.
And we've talked about them as a team, and we'll continue to dive into those. You have to be careful not to read too much into just one,
No,
but
you can't. Yeah, you absolutely can. And I think doing this is great in consistency year over year, then you start to see value. It's not a one-year kind of thing. That's it. Great.
So on that note, I think from a benchmarking perspective, I would like to see this year over year. You're gonna have to change up the questions, I think, because people will start to presume what they're going to see, right? But overall, I think that it gives you good feedback. Is it possible that you could email this to all of us, only because I was squinting?
oh, yes, yeah, yep. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, and I think that the question there, so you can compare it to year, the tough part for each spot is you need to have like, okay, we're gonna ask these questions about student behavior and bullying and feeling safety. We're gonna ask these, and keep them so you can compare the answers
Yep, just change
on the
that.
same
Yep,
topic.
absolutely.
Can't ask it, yeah.
Mrs. Blythe took my question, if you would, which is, could you
I know,
forward
I'm sorry, I tested it earlier and the kids told me they could see it, but
It's okay.
If you could
They
forward.
got young eyes, yeah.
I know.
And secondly, to piggyback on Donnie's comment, which is, we all like it when people pat us on the back and tell us how good we're doing. I think we need to look at the potential negative things and why they're negative, because we can never get any better if we don't know what they are. And how accurate those people are when they do a survey, but it gives us reason to try to get better, and that's what our goal is, so.
Well, that's why I shared the concerns. There are some that, that we had as a team that, try not to gloss over them.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Mr. Mayor. Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Cole, you are up.
Top budget pressures, again, the top is school charter tuition, and then followed by special education and health insurance increases, which were running around right about 50%. Those that had taken the survey, as well as the top 5 challenges within the district, budget pressures, student mental health, school facility issues, staffing shortages, and another thing that surprised me again, well, it shouldn't have surprised me, was the state budget impasse that we did have this year. But other than that, it seems like the mandates are still right up around $6.1 billion that we're paying out, where again, the state continues to give us revenues right around $2 billion. So again, there's quite an imbalance there, which is causing some of these huge challenges to us. And the other thing is that it seems like about 56% of the people that sent in their surveys and stuff, 56% are using AI sponsored classes and into their programs and in their activities. But they said the biggest challenges there are the teacher training and support, then followed by the potential for academic and misconduct. Again, I just wanted to highlight a few things from the PSBA report there. It is out online. If you folks can't get a hold of it, please send me off an email and I'll be glad to give you the way to get into this. So let's see, anything else? And also Advocacy Day is coming up on May 4th down at the state capitol. And some of the things that they'll be focusing on is relief from costly and burdensome mandates, school funding and the impact of budget impasses, as well as support for critical school infrastructure needs. So, and that is on May the 4th. And if you want to know how to take part in that, again, send me an email and I'll be glad to tell you how you can attend the advocacy night down there. Down in the Northern Tier Career Center, again, any of us, I know Mr. Shaw, Mr. Wells, I saw Mr. G, myself, we were down there, and again, the place was packed with people down there, and the students down there really put on a great, they told their own stories with the skills that they were doing down there. And again, some of our own students, in like the IT department and a couple of the other departments I was in, again, they're doing a fantastic job down there, and I appreciate, you know, those that were in attendance, and like I said, go on down and see what these kids can really do. They're fantastic. Local employers, April 29th and 30th, there's a connection day for prospective employers in the area, and it's taking place at the North Towanda campus, 8:30 in the morning till 2:30 p.m. for those looking into hiring for the trades that they have available down there. If those, maybe they're listening online or you know someone that would like to take part, get in contact with Rebecca Bellows down at the Career Center. And then Thursday night is our monthly meeting, 6:30 p.m. That's a quick report.
That
Can I
was
ask a
quick.
question, Ron?
Sure.
I'm going to delay this a little.
Go
So,
ahead.
PSBA, so you mentioned the PSBA metrics relative to the cost or what the expenses of mandates are and what the budget is. How do they get that data?
They, what they do, Donnie, is they will survey, you know, they send out a survey to probably 500 districts, okay, all 500. And I would say probably roughly, they would get in between maybe 250 to 300 responses back.
Do we think they're political responses, or do you think they're actual factual? Can we break our data up cleanly to say what the cost is associated specifically with mandates and what we get funded? Is it that easy?
Say no.
Yeah, so I just say that because where my brain would go quickly is, is that ratio consistent across the state? Is it, are we benchmarked against others and we're doing well? So the bottom line is it's probably not great data.
No,
Okay.
and like I said, it's interesting too, that you bring that up too, Donnie, and, like for instance, when I've gone down to these conferences and stuff, they will actually, you could go to someone, like an our size of this, and they would give you probably the same statistics, where if you were, say, to go down to Berks County or someplace like that, then they would say, well, guess what, we've got a $10 million deficit, but, down there in those counties, they can probably, blink out $10 million, rather than, what we could do. But,
I think we want to be careful with those if it's not that, I mean, it's because they're not really telling us anything. Okay.
Okay, there we go. All right, carry on.
Oh. On to committee reports. Any committee chair that has a report this evening? Okay. Just as a note, the committee chairs, I will be reaching out just to make sure that the scheduled meetings are in alignment. Just for instance, the athletic committee meetings are not necessarily in the alignment that I would like them to be in. I think that they should probably start and end when the seasons do. So I'll be reaching out to all of you just to make sure that we're on the same page. Board President report. I just want to say quickly, congratulations to all students and student athletes for their achievements. Congratulations to the Junior High Scholarship Challenge team that took first place. Mrs. Jennings has led them incredibly this year, so I'm super thankful for her. Basketball season has wrapped up, which seems crazy, and our baseball and softball seasons are starting. So if you would like to play baseball or softball, please make sure that you sign up or reach out to Mr. Claypool to sign up.
Home runs will be hit tonight.
Yeah. Straight to the river if we're not careful. All right, that is it for me. Mr. Wells.
Just a couple of things. I also wanted to congratulate the Middle School Scholarship Challenge team for winning last weekend at the Sayre Theater. Professional development with the AI consortium that we are in through the IU has gotten started. Mr. Hendrick and myself have attended 2 days to look at policy, how AI can be used in the classroom by teachers, by students. Definitely think it is something that is going to change education, and I think we need to stay ahead of it and see what we can do to make sure that we are ahead of it. Principals will be receiving 2 days of training in April, and some teachers in the summer and next fall. Then I just wanted to announce that kindergarten registration will take place at Snyder on Friday, March 27th. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. On to future meetings. The next Sayre Area Board of Directors meeting is April 8th in the auditorium at 7 p.m. Please note that this is a Wednesday, as the district is in observation of the Easter holiday. Motion to adjourn, please.
Second.
Thanks so much.